Today we're taking a look at all the new productions added with the Highlands fishing expansion in FS25, including the fish food factory, the quarry, stonemason, and some new additions added to the vegetable processing plant. We'll also be taking a look at the Holaris AS25, as this is a production that you have to place down. There's not one on the map. We'll start with the fish food factory. This is going to cost you $270,000, and it's located right here and the dock. Well, around the dock area. Once purchased, it will actually change sounds from like beating and banging to like a hum. You guys can hear that. We have the drop-off point right here of all of our inputs, and then all of our outputs will be right over here. Now, you can buy fish food. You don't have to make it, but if you wanted to make it, it is a little bit easier. So let's take a look at it. We've got 4 different recipes. All of them are pretty much identical with the exception of one ingredient, what oil you use. So you will have a soybean and flour input, and then depending on which one of those you go with, you will have a different amount of oil to go in. For example, the fish food canola oil, it is 50 flour, 50 soybean, and 12 canola oil. You get 100 fish food. The recipe for olive oil is 60 flour, 60 soybean, and 8 olive oil, so you lose more flour and soybeans, but you also use less oil. For rice oil, it's the exact same, and for the sunflower oil, we are back to what we had with the canola oil. So I think canola oil and sunflower oil are the better options here, at least for my type of gameplay. They would definitely be better. Now, when it comes to prices, everything's a little bit different. If you want to go with the fish food for canola oil, it is going to be 72 cycles at $120 per month. With the olive oil, 120 cycles for $168, so definitely an increase there. If you go with the rice oil, this one's wild and crazy, 120 cycles per month. It's $792 each. And then we go all the way back down to one of our lowest numbers, 72 cycles per month at $24. Inputs are going to be 10,000 liters for all of your oil, 80,000 for the flour, and 80,000 for the soybeans. And we have a 50,000 liter output for the fish food pallets. Once you got everything done, here is what your fish pallet will look like. Fish food pallet. I won't be going over any of the fisheries or anything like that. We just did the fish food today. I've got a dedicated video just for all of those, so there's no point to add them in here. You can find that video in the Highlands Fishing Expansion playlist. So we'll just kind of go in order as they are in the game. The next one is going to be the Kinlag Quarry. Here it is located just south of the middle of the map. Boom, boom, right there. This one's an interesting one, so it's going to be $235,000 to purchase. You can see we've got a change in sound, so things are a little bit different when we buy it. We come over here and take a look. So we have one thing. It turns water into big stones. That's it. So from this one, you can see we've got 5,000 liters of water in, 50,000 liters of stones out. And this may be one of the best productions on the map because you can make some serious cash with it. But you can also utilize the things that you get out of here much easier. So you've got 360 cycles per month at $60 per month. You end up getting a lot, and I mean a lot of big stones out of this. And not only that, this entire area is going to fill up. So I just kind of cheated that one in and placed it down so you can see where it goes. However, it fills up all the way to the back of here. You are going to have a time and a half when it comes to pallets here. It's insane. After about a day or two, it's just completely full and overrun with big stones. But that pallet does look pretty cool, doesn't it? Now from there, you'll want to go to the stonemason, which is where you can deliver your big stones. This isn't located too far away, so right here was our quarry. Just down the road a little bit brings us here to our stonemason. Here's the outside area, just so you can see. Inputs are going to be right into the front, and outputs are going to be over here on the side. And then right here is going to be our button. $350,000 for this one. So this is step 2 of being able to build the castle, because you will need some of the stuff here for this, for the castle. So now we've already paid, oh gosh, way too much money. Hundreds of that, over about $500,000 just to be able to do this. So we could take castle stones and we can take roof shingles. As far as the castle stones go, 100,000 liters of big stones in. Told you get a lot of those things. And you've got 25,000 liters of castle stones and roof shingles out. As far as our recipes go, 53 big stones in, 42 castle stones out, 168 to 24 bucks. As far as our roof shingles go, we've got 53 to 35, and we've got a 168 to 72. So not too bad, but these are going to be useful when you need to sell stuff. And here's our pallets of those. Of course, we've got our stones here, and then we've got our roof shingles here. These are going to be bought in the kind of wire mesh all the way around the pallet. Looks very good. Castle stones can be delivered to a lot of places, but the main place I would deliver is to the castle, so you can rebuild it. Roof shingles, same thing. You can pretty much get them anywhere, but you deliver them to the castle. Now, do you have to do it this way, the way that I've done it? No. You could just go to the warehouse and buy whatever you want. So at least there's that. Another location I've shown in other videos, but we'll kind of go over it briefly here, is the new vegetable processing plant. This is where we can deliver onions, and we can either get fried onions out, onion salt, and onion soup. It's going to cost you a nice hefty $440,000 to buy this, so please be ready for it. And no, it's not any cheaper if you go in and you try and build one. Nope, it's the same. This is another one where it uses a lot of oil. So there is that canola oil, olive oil, rice oil, and sunflower oil. We also have the onion salt and onion soup, but we will look at those here in just a second. So starting off with our fried onions. So things that stay the same, cycles per month. It's 240 on all of these. The other one is the input, 100 onions. So we start with 100 onions, and we end with 28 fried onions. The things that cost different are going to be how much oil you put in and your cost per month. So 5 oil in, 288. As far as olive oil, 3 and 504. Rice oil is 5, 120, and 5 sunflower oil and 120 there as well. So a little bit different, kind of rice and sunflower are the same. The amounts for the canola oil are the same, but the price is different. Onion salt and onion soup are definitely the easy ones, though. Onion soup, soup here. 100 onion soup in, or 100 onions, 50 onion soup out. Oh, I'm going crazy. Oh, man. Goodness gracious. And then we've got 240 to 120 there. Take a look at the onion salt, 100 to 25. And it's 240 and 240 there. And here are your onion pallets. At the top, we've got the fried onions, followed by the onion salt and the onion soup at the bottom. Just realized I've organized these in terms of what they would actually weigh in real life. Goodness. All right, moving on. And lastly, we have our Holaris AS25. Now, this bad boy, if we find it, costs you $17,500. You get onions in, you get onions in, and you get packaged onions out. This is a 100 in, 80 out, so that is very nice. Plus, you do get a little bit more for them. So here you can see, at least with my prices the way they are currently, I'm getting about 612 is what I'm supposed to get there, so 612 to 909. If we take a look at the onions packed, well, we get a little bit more, and it shifted slightly, so 828 up to 1266. So we're getting, what is that, about a 30% increase, which is always nice. However, you are losing 20% of them, so you do get more money, but it's not a bunch. Well, there's that, I guess. And there's going to be your packed onions. Now, there is one other building that is, well, you would think it would be a production, but it is not. This is the coal mine, and unfortunately, all you could do here is just buy coal. That's it. And all you could do with coal is sell it. Sometimes you make more, and sometimes you don't. So you can buy coal at the best opportune time, and then sell it at the best opportune time. Yep. This is where Santa Claus gets all his, huh? So there you go. All the new productions added with the Highlands Fishing expansion. Hope you enjoyed this. We'll drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you do. And join the GoHam fam. Double check your notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. All being said, have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.